Hello Aries, this is your reading for September. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kasia and this is Tarot by Kasia. We'll see what's going to happen in September 2018 for Aries. What's message for Aries 2018 September? Okay, your situation, High Priestess. What is the challenge of this situation? It's a Sun. What is the reason? The Empress. What was in the past? A Star. What is your goal? What is in your head? Ace of Pentacles. Near future. Two of Pentacles. You're in this situation. Queen of Swords. Your environment. Seven of Cups. What you don't see. What is hidden from you? Three of Pentacles. And it's possible outcome of the situation. Queen of Wands. Let's see what is on the bottom of the deck. Justice. A lot of major arcanas. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Aries, we've got you in the end, but there is a lot of women's here, women's energy. But it's just going from one to one. Okay, Aries, let's see what's going on. We have a lot of feminine energy here. Very strong, actually. You appear here as a Queen of Swords, as a really smart person who making a judge, I think, because we have a judgment on the bottom of the deck about some situation. I think there is something unclear which you will dig into to see. There's some kind of a secret. For some of you, it's actually going to be pregnancy. So if you don't want a pregnancy, you know what to do now. Because we've got the Sun card, which is going to be a challenge. And this pregnant woman, which is in the bottom of the whole situation. But there is a lot of energy of females. And maybe it's, if you are female, it's about the transformation of you, how you see everything, and transformation of you as a woman very strongly. In the center of the reading we have a High Priest, which actually show that there is some unknown, there is some secret, there is something you're not clear about. Especially because in your environment we have a Seven of Cups, which is a lot of options, and you definitely want this new start. We have this Ace of Pentacles, so you really want to start new and you're going for it, right? Because we're going from the 1 into 2, so things gonna start to roll back and forwards, everything start to move, but there is a lot of option in your environment, and you're very tempted to grab them, but it's also a lot of promising. As you see, all of those cups are in the cloud. Not everything is seen what is inside. Some of them, yes, contains really great treasures, but some actually are demons. So you need to be careful what you're actually gonna choose. And also, this is a lot of promising, but none of this is actually grounded. None of this you actually have in your hand. So, and by having the High Priestess in the center of the reading, it's actually a lot of unknown, a lot of things you actually didn't acknowledge yet. In the bottom of everything is Empress. And it's a really beautiful card. It's very fulfilling. It's creative. It's mother. It's growth. And she's got a lot of prosperity around her. And she doesn't have to work for that. You see the situation as going forward. We have this Queen of Swords. She knows what to do. She's very smart, super intelligent. She's got her protection, and there is this wind blowing into the future. You kind of leaving this situation and wants to see the future based on what was previous. So I think that is good. That Queen of Swords is a queen which doesn't take any bullshit, really. And I think there is a little bit of bullshit going on in your environment, something you don't see, something which will need to require being very smart and see things between the lines, because you're coming from a lot of hope and a lot of dreams. And I think also this, because High Priestess actually represent also the moon. It's not a moon card, but it's hidden stuff. It's what we don't see, what is behind the veil. And your challenge is the sun, and suns make everything bright, everything visible. And I think maybe that's gonna be really hard to see what is going on, especially with those two cards. And there is a lot of growth and fulfillment in the bottom of everything. So I think you're really going into good direction. And if you keep yourself focused, keeps the eyes open, which I think you will. I think you will, because also we have this justice at the bottom. So those two women have the sword, have actually truth, know the truth, keep themselves focused. And they will see what's coming. And those two cards also might mean that you've got some important things to do, but you're just feeling lazy and you're overspending money rather than invest into something. But you want a new thing, start a new thing, new growth, which you're actually gonna start rolling. And especially because we see how it goes, 1, 2, 3, which 3 is actually in the hidden side. So you might just not see the next step, which will come your way actually. But with those two cards, there's temptation to just be comfortable, spend money for nice things, make yourself feel good, have fun rather than work, just explore and expand and just go on holiday and don't do your job, which I think you will have to, right? But the job will meet you. In the near future, we have 2 of Pentacles. So I think you will pick up one of this option. Just be very careful what you're signing for. Read everything, what you're getting, so you don't have confusion what is what. But I think you start with this Ace of Pentacles, and then you start to this new thing, and it might feel like you're not putting both foot into, which I think is good, because we need to be very clear what is going on. So this is nice. You might start like a second job and just feel how it goes. If it's the relationship, you might just go on a few dates, because this card shows like splitting between 2 things and not really wanting to hold the one of those, right? So it's going to be a play, it's going to be rolling, and at the time you're going to decide which one you want to go for. Your hidden area is 3 of Pentacles, and it's a nice card, because that means you're gonna start working on what you actually want, what you have in your head. It can be work, but this can also be like opening. If you're dating, this is like a dating site, like meeting more people. You might go for the one date here and then just go for another, and then maybe sign up for some dating site, or just continue growing on this direction, which is really good. And you don't see coming, the next step is really quickly coming, so that's actually nice. And we finish with Queen of Rods, which is you, Aries, right? And it's really nice energy. It gives you the confidence, it gives you a good direction. So we're going like this, and at the end you've got a very nice, confident, with a lot of positive feelings going forward, which is also nice because there is this clear balance here between this Queen of Swords as you show up, very smart person, super sharp, you know, taking everything very logically, and we end up with your energy, which is confident, outgoing, positive, also have very respect for herself, know what she's doing. So that's actually really nice. And we really have a lot of female energy here, and very strong one. And also I think the Sun is telling you this is the only person who is like so young, right? We have this playful kid who doesn't want to grow up, who just wants to have fun. Sun is taking care of him, he's just playful. I think with those women, you might be surrounded by very powerful women, and you're gonna be just dealing with them. There is a lot of you don't know, or they don't tell you everything. It's a time to figure out what is going on, and probably bring the balance, bring the kind of truth into the surface, which I think you're gonna do. And I think you're gonna know when to be very sharp and tell the truth, tell like what you actually really think, and when just light up the situation. So it's a good balance. It's a good balance, and very strong, you know, female energy. If you're female, you might just grow through this experience into your own woman who you want to be. So very, very powerful. And it might be also, as I said, because we've got this child which often symbolize the birth and a pregnant woman, and you know, the secret and the moon, which is also symbolize the women's cycles, and the star. It's very magical actually reading. So yeah, and you would want this new start, you would want this new seed. So yeah, it's very positive. If you want to go pregnant, if you want to get pregnant, it's very positive reading too. Okay, I think I'm gonna finish like this. Thank you, and see you next month.